In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace your window regulator and motor assembly on your Mazda 3. It's located on your passenger side door. Remove your covers for where your screws are using a flathead screwdriver. There's one here, and there's one over by the door handle. Use a Phillips head bit or screwdriver to unscrew them. Now you can lift your door handle and pop this out. It should have a little bit more resistance than that. This one must be broken. The tab here, usually you would push it in like that, pull out one side, and then pull it out. Now we're going to disconnect this connector. Push in on the tab and pull. Use a trim tool and pop out your mirror cap. You can unplug it here, get it out of the way. To disconnect, you're just going to push in on that tab and push out. I'm going to slide a trim tool down. And pop it out from the grommets behind. Now we're going to go underneath. And work your way up. I'm going to gently put it off to the side, and we can disconnect this connector. We're going to disconnect this connector now by pushing in on this tab and then pulling. You can set this to the side. Don't go too far with it because you will need it. We're going to take out 4 screws for the speaker using a Phillips. Now we're going to pop our speaker out. You may need a flathead screwdriver to get it started. And then just pop it out and disconnect your harness. We're going to remove our cover here. Try not to get your hands in that goo. It's really hard to get off. Next, we're going to remove this access window. And we're going to plug in our switch. We're going to put the window down until you see a bolt right here. At this point, you can use your door panel with the switch in it and just hook it up anytime you need it. Or you can pop this out, which is pretty easy to do. You take a flathead screwdriver, and you just pop it out, and then you just have your electrical part that you need and not have this big cumbersome door panel in the way. So we're going to plug this in, make sure our battery's connected, turn the key on, and we're going to lower the window till we see a bolt. You might have a friend, keep an eye out for it. And we're going to go down with the window. And now we can see our bolt. Use a 10mm socket and undo this bolt. Remove that. Put it off to the side. Now we're going to take out these two nuts. This one looks like it's loose. Now we can take out this nut. And put that off to the side as well. Now that they've taken that bolt out, we're going to take this window out and do the same. All right. Now we're going to tape our window up. I'm going to put a piece of tape here and one on the other side. As I find that this tape likes to stick to itself more than anything else. Now you're going to pick your window up. Disconnect your connector for your motor. And now we're going to take out these 3 bolts. I'm going to use a 10mm socket. This last one you need a thin-walled socket, same size. Now we're going to separate the motor, and on the other side there's going to be the other side of the motor, or the gear. Just make a mental note of how you took it off so that you put it on the right way. Pull this wire out, reach in your speaker area, and you're going to feel the back of the motor assembly. You're going to twist it this way so that these tabs unlock. I'm going to do that again. It's tightening, and that's unlocking it. And now we're going to pull it away. Make sure that these studs come out of the holes. And when they do, you're going to take it down and take it out of the speaker hole. There you go. I'm going to slide the window regulator in through the speaker hole. Don't worry about lining anything up just yet until you get it all the way through. You might have to grab it on the other end through your other access hole. Once the whole thing's in, it's much easier to maneuver. And now the goal is to get these studs lined up in these 2 holes. I'm going to go ahead and start a nut just to hold it in place for myself. Doesn't have to be tight, just start it. All right, now that you have those started, we're going to line up our motor in this hole. Make sure all 3 tabs are through, and then you're going to twist it to lock it. You're going to want to line up your guide in this hole. That's going to help you make sure it's lined up properly. And the motor's going to rest inside this little indent. Now you can start your bolts. I'm going to tighten down the thin walled socket bolt first. Now we can tighten up the other two. Plug in your motor. Tighten up this nut, and then tighten this one as well. Put a hand on your window underneath and take the tape off. We'll get the rest after. Make sure that your window is in line in the track as you lower it down. And what you're doing is you're trying to line up this with the regulator. So now we're going to lower our window down until we're lined up. And you can rest those white parts on top of this white part. And you're going to get your bolts started. I'm going to apply pressure to the back. Once you have those started, go about wrist tight for now, and then we'll torque them later. We're going to torque everything to 60 inch-pounds. At this point, it's a good time to check to make sure everything's lined up correctly and use the window. So I'm going to put a key on, and we're going to go up and down. If yours does not go up and down, you need to do it again. Now we're going to put this back. Just press it in. It should re-stick. Little access holes here. And now we're going to install our speaker. Now we're going to put our wire back in and plug it into our speaker. Make sure you hear that click. Now you can pop your speaker back in. And we can put our screws back. Just gonna get them started and I'll use my drill. Unplug this and put this back in the door panel. All right, now your door panel's ready. Now we're going to plug in our window, but just make sure that this goes through the door panel. It doesn't get stuck behind there. So to do that, you're going to grab it and make sure you want to slide this part into where the window is. Make sure that little wire comes back out. Make sure your mirror wire isn't stuck behind there. Now you can start pushing on the door panel to snap it back in. So I'm going to start over here. And gently you can push it in. Sometimes you got to give it a little bit of a whack. This one seems to be going pretty easy. Feels good. Plug this in. Hear the click. Open your handle and feed this through. Yours should snap in on this side. Ours is broken. But you should hear it. You should feel it and hear it click. I'm going to put our screws in. The big screw goes here. Make sure it's pretty snug. You can close that. And then put your other screw over here. Make sure it's snug and you can close that. Plug this in. Don't kink your wire. Make sure this yellow thing goes in there. Now you're good to go.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.